Oh yeah, we're back and we've got everything from a 16-2 prospect just dominating to a glory kickboxing champion making his MMA debut, and my personal favorite, devastating head kicks. So buckle up, ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a treat. And we couldn't do these videos without the help of Caposa, so head on over to Twitter and give him a follow at Grabaka_Hitman for more regional violence just like this daily. What is up? It's the casual, Lawton Veerkant, and this is Caposa's Corner. Kicking us off this week, we are going to UAE Warriors 23 in Abu Dhabi, where we have two fights. For the first, we have a flyweight matchup that sees Naras Abzak sitting at a 7-4 record, and his opponent, Mohamed Gamal, has a 7-3 record. Both fighters are coming off of losing streaks, and as we pass the 3-minute mark of round 1, someone's finally about to break that streak.
Have done a lot of damage and it picked up.
Stop.
A right hook that launches him into the cage, and two more for good measure, and this fight is over. Abzak just absolutely destroys Gamal with this right hook, claiming this first round win, breaking his losing streak, and improving his record to 8-4. For our second fight at UAE Warriors 23, we have another flyweight bout between Mohamed Al-Qatari, who has a 1-0 record, and he's taking on Mahmoud Atef, who also has a 1-0 record. You know, I'm not sure how they build these cages and rings, but by the sound of this one, I'm gonna assume that under the canvas is some type of metal.
Whoa, that's a big right. Look out! This fight is over.
Ouch, I don't think I've ever heard that loud of a head slam. But what a perfectly caught kick into an overhand right, and of course some ground hooks to really put the nail in the coffin. Mahmoud gets this great first round knockout in only his second fight, gaining the win and improving his record to 2-0. UAE Warriors was busy this weekend because for our next 3 fights, we're moving on to the next night where they held UAE Warriors 24 also in Abu Dhabi. For the first at this event, we have a welterweight fight with Andre Fiallo sitting at a 13-3 record, and this guy has fought everywhere from LFA to PFL and even Bellator from 2016 to 2018. And he's up against Stefan Sekulic, who has a 14-4 record and has fought twice in the UFC, the most recent being at UFC 261 where he lost his prelim fight. So we've got comparable records and each fighter has fought in high-level organizations, so this should be a close fight, right?
Fiallo has such great power in his hands.
Well, maybe I spoke too soon. If you missed that, that was a point-blank elbow to the dome while having one leg tied up in a takedown attempt, and the 2 follow-ups forced Mark Goddard to stop this fight. This win is Fiallo's 4th straight, all by KO, and this improves his record to 14-3 and adds a solid name to his resume. For our second fight at UAE Warriors 24, we have a welterweight matchup between Daniel Skabinski with an 18-5 record, and his opponent, Tahir Abdullaev, is boasting an 11-1 record and is on a 4-fight win streak. Now, this one happens kinda quick and it's not what you probably would expect, but just 40 seconds in, check this out.
I've had 7 fights in Poland, in KFW and FDN.
Wait a minute. Shut this one down.
Yeah, weird, right? Almost like a short whipping right hook from Abdullaev that just absolutely stuns him, and the swarm after gets the ref stoppage, even though Skabinski still thought he was in it. Just a great first round knockout as he gains this win, improves his record to 12-1, and grows his win streak to now 5 in a row. And for our third and final fight at UAE Warriors 24, we have the main event bantamweight title fight where Vinicius Lockdog de Oliveira is protecting his belt and has a 16-2 record, and his challenger, Sylvester Chipfumbu, has a 7-3 record and is actually the current EFC Bantamweight champ. Sylvester is wanting that double promotion champ status, but Lockdog definitely has other plans as he cracks him with his overhand and a flurry of hooks, but that's not quite where this fight is gonna end.
Oh, Lockdog! Going for the finish! Goddard's gonna have to stop it. No, it's gonna be a tap out. Here it is! Lockdog!
just absolutely trying to choke the life out of him, Lock Dog decides he doesn't want the finish as this goes to the ground and he secures this rear naked choke, forcing Sylvester to tap. What a great first round sequence that shakes him, puts him on the ground, and gives Lock Dog the chance to secure this win via submission. This win improves his record to 17-2. He is now on a 6-fight win streak. He will almost definitely be getting a call from a higher promotion, and he is still your UAE Warriors Bantamweight champion. Moving on, we're going to Super Combat Universe, also in Dubai, where we have a main event welterweight bout between RB Emiev, who only has a 2-2 MMA record, but he has an insane 75-0 kickboxing record. And he's taking on Cedric Doumbé, who is making his MMA debut, but also has an insane kickboxing record of 75-6 and is a 2-time Glory Kickboxing welterweight champion. So yeah, needless to say, these guys are no newcomers to the fight world, and with just 30 seconds left in the first round, Cedric is about to make an impressive debut.
And there he is in position to do it, but he's getting caught, and he's getting shot. It's a knockdown! Down he goes! Now will he finish this, and it's all over?
Yeah, a knee in the clinch, followed by an overhand right and one uppercut to send him down to the canvas, which is kind of hard to see given we only have this angle, but Cedric makes this impressive debut, securing his first win in MMA, and hopefully he can get some more in the future. Up next, we are going to Combat Zone 74 in New Hampshire for a vacant middleweight title fight, and it's an honorable mention as we only have cage side footage, but it was just too good to not include. You know it. My personal favorite, a head kick KO, and that one you just saw was delivered by Spencer Payne, who improved his record to 4-0 with this fight, and he claims the Combat Zone middleweight belt. And the gentleman you're seeing eat that nasty head kick, well, that's Carlton Charles, who now has a 3-3 record. Something about a cage side angle and a head kick, they just go hand in hand, and like I said, we just had to show you this clip and congratulate Payne on his win because it was just too good not to include. Still going, we are visiting ARIES Fighting Series 1 in Tennessee, where we have a flyweight bout between Antoine Jennings and Frank Gallardo, both of which are making their MMA debuts. And we've got yet another first round knockout as we are nearing the final minute of round 1 and someone's about to take a nap.
Chattanooga.
Oh, yeah.
Oh! It's over. Oh, my goodness.
And sadly, no, that's not your computer buffering. This event stream was in this quality and only showed this one angle, but again, it's just one of those ones we wouldn't have felt right if we didn't include, because Jennings just absolutely smokes him with this left hook as he falls lifeless to the canvas. What a performance from Jennings as he gets his first MMA win and hopefully can land some more in his career. And for our last event this week, we are going to American Combat Alliance 18 in Louisiana, where we have two fights. For the first, we have a middleweight matchup that sees Mario Mancias sitting at a 1-0 record, and he's taking on SD Dumas, who only has a 3-0 record. Well, the one thing I do know is that someone's gonna have to walk away from this fight with their first loss.
As he strikes, it's long and extended. That's a knockout punch. This is all over.
That's it.
Holy cow.
Damn, an overhand right that tips him back on one foot, followed by a slow motion fall and 2 ground and pounds that knock the mouthpiece out and leaves him on another planet. Just a devastating sequence of right hands from Dumas as he ends this fight late in the first and gains the win, improving his record to 4-0. Did you think I forgot? Nope, because we're ending this week with everyone's favorite, Caposa's KO of the week. Here, we have a bantamweight matchup between Justin Longoria, sitting undefeated at 4-0, and he's up against Colin Richard, who has a 3-4 record. And this is one of the rare ones that actually makes it to the second round, and yeah, it's just beautiful.
Longoria does a good job of, like, pushing that jab in. Oh, man, that's it. That's it.
Holy cow.
A spinning back fist from hell that turns him around only to fall lifeless to the floor immediately after. Justin knew that was all this fight was gonna need as he immediately puts his hands up and walks off. What a fight from him as he gains yet another win, keeps his record pristine at 5-0, and now gets to look back on this amazing highlight. Our time here has sadly come to an end, but you can always get more content like this and show Caposa some support by going to his Twitter at Grabaka_Hitman and giving him a follow. And you can support him by going to his Patreon at patreon.com/Caposa. And another huge thank you to all of these amazing organizations who continually host these events all year round for our entertainment, and to the fighters, winners, and losers, and we will see you all on the next video. Peace!